Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Tabletop Temple, where we paint, we play, and we pray to the dice gods. Today's video is going to be a very interesting one because I'm not only going to show you how to paint the obstacle terrain from Grimcoven, but I'm going to show you how to slap chop it and paint it fast, cheap, and get it looking pretty good for the tabletop itself. Now, in order to get things started, there's a few things you're obviously going to need. I buy the Hobby Lobby black spray paint because it only costs about $7 and it dries within about 15 minutes. I also buy the dollar store makeup brushes because they're really soft bristles and they last a very long time despite them only costing $1. And I also grab the white paint from folk art that's available at Walmart for $2. So all in all, you spend about $12 and it could last you a very long time for slap chopping miniatures. Now, the majority of YouTube videos are going to tell you that when it comes to slap chopping miniatures, you want to go ahead and wipe the paint mostly on a paper towel. And that is true. You do want to wipe most of the paint away, but there's a key difference in the way I do it, and I wipe it away on my hand. Reason being is because A, it retains that moisture without having to damp it on a sponge, and B, well, the paint comes off very easily on your hand. It's acrylic paint. It washes off very easily. Now, you want to go over the entire surface of the miniature, focusing mainly on catching the high points and the edges, pretty much at a bit of a 45 to 50 degree angle. Just eyeball it the best you can, because obviously you're not going to get the full angle. So you basically want to imagine that your brush itself is the source of light and just go with nothing but downstrokes, with the goal being that you're trying to create that perfect light over dark effect and give the model great contrast. The main reason why I like using this technique is because I want to get my miniatures to the table as quickly as possible. I absolutely bow to the paint gods who spend so much time on their miniatures. I really do. But I'm just the average painter that likes to play as much as I like to paint. And this is the main reason why I use this technique. Because A, it makes the model look really good, and B, you get it to the table that much quicker. Because once the step is done, all you got to do is add all of the colors that you want to do, which I'm going to go over in a little bit. So now that I've gone over my method of madness when it comes to slap chopping miniatures, now I'm going to show you what colors I used, because, well, this is still technically a Grimcoven paint video and it's part of my Grimcoven series. So the first color I'm laying on is Gravelord Gray, and I've said it before, and I will say it again, nothing to me will beat Army Painter's Gravelord Gray when it comes to painting rocks, stone, or bricks, or anything like that. It's truly a wonderful color. But for this particular terrain miniature, I'm going to show you a cool little trick in the end, just to bring out that stone look even more. Next color I'm going to throw on is Bony matter for the skeleton that's just, hanging there. And there's actually a lot of bones littered on the base of the miniature as well, so Bony matter, that's all. Once you're done with the Bony matter, go over the entire base with some Agrax Earthshade, and you can just pull it directly from the bottle. It is okay if you get some on the bones. It's just going to make this cool little dirty effect look on the bones themselves. But, don't have to. Just try your best to avoid them. Next color is for the chains and the little spikes that are holding up the skeleton, and I hit that with some Broadsword Silver. It may clash a little bit with the stone look, but the trick at the end is going to help out a lot with that. So as a final step, to really bring out the stonework or just mountains and rocks in general when it comes to terrain miniatures, I dry brush Citadel's Dawnstone over the very tips and edges towards the top of the model. You can also get it to the bottom of the model, but a lot of the time I mainly try to focus on the top, but getting over the entire thing works just as well. And as you can see, it really makes it look like he's actually attached to rocks. Just for comparison, here is the Drybrush Dawnstone versus just the regular Gravelord Grey. And that, my friends, is how you paint the obstacle terrain miniatures from Grimcoven. This only took me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to paint these. It's really the easiest method that you could do to get the miniatures to the table as quickly as possible. And I also apologize that I don't have a Lazy Susan yet to really show these guys off, but I promise I will get one. But that's gonna do it for today's video, everybody. If you liked the video, please drop a like on it and comment whether you think that this paint style is for you or not. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But as always, I am your friendly neighborhood guru, everybody, and I will see you on the next Tabletop Temple. Goodbye, my friends.